simply existent. Beyond this realm of existence, energy can never die, only transmute into something entirely new. And if you are an embodiment of this immense potentiality, then you too can never truly die. The end of life, death as we say, can be a scary concept for many to comprehend. But the end of this chapter is only the prequel to the next story that is being written by your soul. You currently exist in a three-dimensional place, but within your imagination resides a metaphysical higher dimensional space, and it is this area where you operate as a higher singularity. Perhaps when we die, it is your ego which completes its mission, and that ego which has been formulated through life experience is simply not you. You are the observer of humanity, and humanity is just one piece of the great life puzzle that is definably and
You know, based on recent studies like the Ipsos Global Happiness Survey, about 1 in 4 people consider themselves unhappy. They fall into all sorts of traps that life throws their way, and most of the time you don't even see them coming until it's too late.
Fuck yeah, dog.
Yo, yo.
I'ma go piss, and when I come back,
Welcome
let
back.
me hear what you did. Welcome back. It's wide awake.
Yes.
We were in the dark. Now we're falling hard. With our broken hearts, we're wide awake.
Hey.
Because we see the skies now. Yeah.
So y'all know how we do this. Y'all know how we do this. We gonna jump right in. 8 brutal traps to avoid in life. First one is the comfort illusion. Staying safe. It feels smart, but it slowly kills your dreams. How many times have you had a goal and put it off, right? I mean, that's all of us. We procrastinate. We say we have all of these big dreams, and then we put it off. So, the comfort illusion. That's one of the traps that we have to avoid in life.
Yep.
Avoiding risk becomes the biggest risk. Implementation. Identify one safe choice that you're making and create a calculated risk plan to break free from this. The next one is the someday syndrome. Someday I'll do this. Someday I'll do that. Perpetually postponing important life choices. Right? Changes that you've been wanting to make. It's like
you're traumatized.
But perpetually postponing important life changes or choices that you're making, right? Using future dreams to justify present inaction. It's like you constantly say, I'll do this someday. I'll get to it one day. You can't one day and think that that's going to get you to where you want to get to. You have to put some action behind the choice. You know what I mean? You have to put some action behind it. Letting perfect timing become never, right? So I do this. Like, in my mind, I'll say, I gotta wait until I get here. I gotta wait until I get this. I gotta wait until I get that. And it's like, there'll never be a perfect time to do something. You have to act, right? Regardless of how perfect something is. One of the examples I'll give is these videos. I mean, I want my whole setup. I want my mic. I want my studio, but at the end of the day, I have to work with what I have in order to still put something together and make it tangible enough for me to feel confident enough, like, yo, I have this goal. I'm still doing what I need to do, and it's productive. And with it, you get a sense of confidence because you're doing something and following through with it. The validation trap is the third one. Living for others' approval. Don't mind the kids. Living for others' approval. People pleasing. Oh my God. How many times have you caught yourself doing something that you know you're only doing because you don't want to let somebody else down? And it's like, at some point you have to put yourself first. You have to put yourself first. And regardless of how anybody else feels, you have to do what you feel like you should have to do, not everybody else. Because sometimes a person will go from person to person to person, and they'll feel like, yo, I just went to all of these people. And now I'm even more. I'm worse than when I started. You go to 8 different people for advice, and then wonder why you really don't know what you want to do.
All that stuff is gonna get
And,
everywhere, and we're gonna have to clean
you know, making choices based on external expectations. You know, people will feel like you should do something, or, you know, society is another external expectation. Like, you know, we go to work every day, we come out of work every day, we go home, we go to work, we go to work, we come home. And I would feel like this is where hobbies come in. Like, you can use a hobby and break free from the matrix. And what I mean by that is you have to do something other than the normal societal expectation. And like, again, when I'm talking about me, it's these videos that I'm making so that I know, you know, I did something and I followed through with it. Implementation. Make one decision this week. Do it for yourself. And you have to make sure you're doing it regardless of how other people feel about you doing it. The success mirage is number 4. Success mirage. Chasing achievements that don't bring fulfillment. Implementation. Write your own definition of success. What success means to you, it doesn't have to please everybody that has expectations for you. It could be a goal of losing weight, losing 20 pounds. If you went to the gym and got on that treadmill for 5 minutes, that was productive. That was a step in the right direction. Be proud of yourself for that choice. The relationship anchor coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Keeping toxic people out of your life. Oh my God, this is hard. This is hard. I believe that we are all toxic. Every single one of us is currently toxic, has been toxic, is toxic, and there's a difference between people who are toxic, and then there's the people that do the work, study, and try to change their behavior, right? And then there's the people that act the exact same way, and is comfortable living the exact same way. Implementation. Audit your first. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong? Huh? Audit your 5 closest relationships and create distance from the one that's holding you back. You okay, baby girl? You want a French fry? The knowledge action. Consuming information without implementation. Okay? We can read, we can watch as many videos, we can listen to as many podcasts as we want. If you're just intaking information without actually applying the knowledge, it's not going to get you far. It's not going to get you anywhere. You know what I mean? And just because you're learning doesn't mean that you're not procrastinating or using learning as a form of procrastination. Implementation. For every hour of learning, spend 3 hours applying that knowledge in some kind of way. It doesn't have to be a big, crazy thing, but I'll use the gym for an example. I want to lose 20 pounds. Go to the gym 30 minutes. Walk on that treadmill 5. Lift weights another 5. Do cardio for another 5. I mean, start small and eventually work yourself up. I remember I couldn't do 1 push-up. Now I do 50 push-ups 3 times a week. 4 when I'm really feeling good. The time illusion. Believing that you have unlimited time. The only thing promised in life is death. One day we will not be here anymore. If you are not moving in your life with a purpose, what are you here for? What exactly, if you died right now, what exactly will you have left behind that you can say that you're proud of? I mean, I put a lot of thought into those kind of things. Implementation. List 3 things that you're waiting to do. Start 1 this week. Just 1. Okay. The potential prison. Using potential as an excuse for inaction. Letting talent become a curse. Relying on natural ability instead of effort. Implementation. Choose one area where you're naturally good and deliberately practice to improve it. This could only be for 30 minutes a day. I have a passion for a lot of different things. And if you were even to take one of those things that you feel like you're decent at and take 30 minutes and practice it, you can't even imagine how productive it makes you feel, how confident you feel after doing it. And it's getting over the fact of, oh, I have talent. Hard work always will outweigh talent. I don't care if you are the most detailed person, if you are the most organized person. Me, I'm not the most organized person. However, I have a drive and a work ethic that I can't help but respect in myself, because I look at my extenuating circumstances, and yes, there are things that are happening. However, I still, when I have a goal, when I have something that I really want to do, when I have something that has purpose to it, and I always give God the glory behind doing these kind of things, because he blessed me with a sound mind. He blessed me with the knowledge that I needed to think the way that I do. And it's not easy being you. Give yourself grace, give yourself credit, and know that you're not alone in feeling these things. We're all human. And I think that people forget that at the end of the day when they put all of these expectations on you sometimes. You know what I mean? So all of us are living life. All of us have struggles. All of us want to get somewhere someday. So I'm hoping that my advice, even if it's not perfect, and how I'm relaying the message gets across to somebody who needs it. I did go through 8 brutal traps that you want to avoid in life. Again, this is just research that I do, and I'm hoping that it resonates with somebody who does need it when they come across my videos. So I'm keeping it short and simple today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, you could always hit my DM. You could always like, comment, share if you feel the need to. Till next time.